sleep on my feet, I could.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I won't rest.
Revelio!
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot, and they're working together. I'm sure you'll agree.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, so countries were.
Incendio!
I shall avenge your death!
Up there. That's our way in.
Protego! Levioso! Wingardium Leviosa!
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle. Revelio.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulsion!
Leviosa.
Oh, try not to make this too easy for me.
An intruder! An intruder!
Incendio.
What are you fools on?
Electricity. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Defender.
You don't think you can defeat me, do you? I won't rest. That was nothing but luck!
I've never seen such magic.
You are terribly outmatched! Surely you can see that!
You've made a grave mistake. You can't hold out forever. Your toes are in your
Get over here, you insolent child! Come on!
No more happy days for you.
Defender.
You will pay for your deed.
Expulso.
What have you done?
Expelliarmus. Protego.
Aha! Back from home.
Incendio.
Expulso!
You pay for that!
I suppose that's the quick way down. Is this those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before.
We need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map.
Accio, United Leviosa. I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Protect. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? pillar here, but no ledge near it to grab onto.
Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio!
Using those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Protego! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defender!
What a relief.
Revelio.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Reparo.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Once you have completed the tasks I set forth, speak to me after class.
Hello, Hamura.
Revelio.
Oh, Spout-hole Spavin's been minister for so long, I don't remember who came before him. Centaurs have never had much use for wizard kind.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Apparently, must have been someone. Anyway, what? Always have trouble. Used to carry them in the shop, but people kept asking.
I can imagine that.
There's worse. Not surprising.
Sounds like stock.
Truer words. Used to carry beasts. Not my fault if they. And I do like to make sure. Now, what? Always be.
What do you have for sale?
You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say.
This looks intriguing. Everything's all right now. castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Revelio.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
I've heard Centaur's quieter than you.
You're the one who stole our cigarette. You're about to regret that.
Loom Leviosa. Repulsor.
Is that you, Rory?
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
What have you done? Reductor!
Defendo. Incendio.
Not so tough now, are ya? Get back here or I'll let you shoot like a lamb!
Confringo.
No! You little coward! You'll pay for that! What have you done? Petrificus Titanis! Petrificus Totalis!
Defendo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
What's that? Settled.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Incendio. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo.
Assignment's all finished.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready to...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Confringo. Confringo!
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Acceptable. Acceptable? In Transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing in that class? Or is that you be sure I'll be having words with that so-called school. You will receive an outstanding one way or...
You'll never believe what did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
When you have a moment, please come and talk to Deke.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Professor Howard will never believe this. Hello, Deke. You wanted to...
Indeed. Deke thought...
That sounds like a very good idea.
Breeding beasts here in the room will allow...
I see.
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Noble creatures.
I've seen Thestrals...
Deke has seen... Then you'll need... Once you've rescued...
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Depulso.
It's always my turn for patrol.
Going to hurt you.
Revelio.
Go and patrol. Like I ain't got nothing better to do.
Everything's all right now. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I'll look after you.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your unspeakables?
Yes, Professor. You do seem to have come to terms with things.
It's a matter of and to dwell on such matters is a waste of the day. At this point, no magic permits. Yes?
If I may, Professor.
Kind of you to say.
Yes, Professor. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them. After you conjure the pen, you should be able to use it to breed your new Thestrals.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her. Ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. Centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Revelio. Revelio.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin... Let's keep searching, but... I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
One in...
That's the... Oh, go out of your eyes. Is that all they're teaching in school these days?
Expelliarmus!
An attack of some descending.
Start.
Are you even trying? Confringo!
The lamb returns.
Now you're just getting on my nerves.
Expelliarmus! Action Incendio!
That was a mistake.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Yes, they want to fight. You will fall!
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! That robot is burning! Don't think you'll get out of here! No!
Here, I'll find you!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Incendio!
I've seen visions of the street.
Expelliarmus!
I'll make love to you. Now, vegetable!
Time to teach someone a lesson!
See how you like this?
Back for another visit!
Is that careful? No one takes one!
Like to torture dragons, do you?
I won't go down as easy!
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time to learn the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
Potions is dull and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as
Revelio.
Look at me!
Revelio.
There you are. Duelist to beat.
Off on another adventure, are we?
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? We've finally safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Revelio.
So this is the underground harbour. So this is the underground harbour.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
The pepper-up potion.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Horcruxes.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Revelio.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Lumos.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
Beautiful.
Goodness. Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
I hate it.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. Will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for... It'll be the end of the... I'll provide a fine... Until then, well done. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration.
Mentioning something about gobbledygook. I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How one...
I'm sorry that we can...
Deke is privileged.
What do you mean to blame?
Years ago, the Phoenix... When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered. As Deke punished him, Deke suspects Deke stayed on that...
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story. And now yourself. Deke often... Deke feels fortunate.
Going to harvest some knotgrass from the greenhouses today. Did you know that it's used...
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is... He's waiting for me near a...
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, Might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook.
Good to hear.
Lord Gok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Who goes there?
Wait a moment.
What? Oh. I know your kind. You weaken quickly.
Good pull, sir.
I'm working. Ooh, this shouldn't.
Accio.
You think you're clever, don't you? How did you do that?
Expelliarmus! Defender! Protego! Confringo!
I won't wreck.
And it's getting worse. There's a leakage. Spellbook can help her. I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
No!
I will make you pay. I know I can. You're really not very good at this, are you?
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe, from what I read in a report, as I mentioned earlier, if it's in this catacomb, I have...
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Fringo! Incendio! Accio!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there. All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
Accio! Incendio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus? Seems odd.
Revelio. Accio. Capulso.
Did you hear that?
Accio.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa.
There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Capulso. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Capulso.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Accio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio!
Looks like part of a student's diary.
Of course. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperial. It's an so.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Sendo! Imperio! Accio! Repulsor! Accio!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Cavio. Expulso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Incendio!
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop.
What do you suggest?
I'm suggesting we allow Sebastian.
I feel that's what...
You're not ominous.
Fine. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Incendio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Accio!
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Protego!
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Hogwarts teach you nothing. Was that your best?
We have to fight.
Keep up the seems your arm isn't in this at all.
Incendio!
To the right!
Got him!
Closing in!
Round for round one. Nice and such experience.
Confringo!
Confringo!
You'll not win here.
Expelliarmus!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them!
Expelliarmus handling. Confringo! Expelliarmus!
There you are.
Incendio!
Stay back! Keep out of the way!
There's nowhere to go.
We have to fight!
Keep out of reach! Got him!
They're closing in!
Pitiful. Truly.
You'll not win here.
Levioso!
Be careful!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
You're
Expelliarmus!
Stop provoking them!
Defendo!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep...
It might be best to let him calm down a while.
You may be right.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic. That you are defending Sebastian is... If I hear that... Why, Sebastian?
Enjoy your time in Irondale. Shame about Porrick's sister.
Of course it is. She's right. Thank you.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about...
Well?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft.
I had to stop that goblin. If he...
He also said he cannot...
Huh? I should send the crest out.
I'm afraid I don't...
Nothing, just a thought.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.